Hello and welcome to this session. This is Farhat, in which we will discuss pass-through grants and on-behalf payments. Starting with pass-through grants, what are these? This happens when one government, let's assume the federal government here, the federal government in Washington, D.C., the Fed, transfer money to another government, state government. Let's assume this is the state of Pennsylvania, with the instruction to use the fund for a specific purpose. And for the purpose of this example, we're going to say use the funds to feed the poor, which is food stamps for the citizens of Pennsylvania. There's clear spending rules attached. Well, here what do we see is the state of Pennsylvania is a middleman to distribute the funds to local communities or entities. Now you might be saying, why wouldn't the federal government transfer the money directly to the citizens of Pennsylvania? There are, several reasons, more than one reason. For one thing, an intermediary organization add an extra layer of compliance and oversight. So what you will do is, since the state of Pennsylvania is in control of the state of Pennsylvania, then you have an extra layer of compliance, making sure the program is being run properly and they can monitor the program. Two is risk minimization. Most likely, the state of Pennsylvania, they might have a similar program for helping the poor in their state. Therefore, what you will do, you would leverage their expertise in this area. So rather than just going into this program, not knowing how to run it, we would use the Pennsylvania. And usually the federal government, they don't know how to run smaller program because by nature, they are the Fed. The Fed is very large. They may not look at small programs like this. So those are the reasons. And this is what we will discuss in this session, the accounting aspect of it. Let's go ahead and get started. Before we proceed any further, I have a public announcement about my company, farhatlectures.com.
Hello, my name is Farhat. You are here because you are either an accounting student, a finance student, or someone who's studying for their CMA or CPA exam. Great. You are looking for some additional help, and we can help you. I strongly encourage you to visit my website, farhatlectures.com. I offer additional lectures, resources, including PowerPoint slides, multiple choice questions, in some circumstances, exercises, and true-false questions. Our material is aligned with your CPA review courses, with your CMA review courses, with your college courses. I offer a risk-free trial that you can try to find out whether my website can help you or not. If you find it helpful, you subscribe, you keep your subscription. If not, you cancel and your risk is free. If you like this recording, if you like my lectures, you would like what's on the website, give me a chance to help you with your college courses as well as professional certification. I hope to see you on the website.
So from an accounting perspective, how would the state of Pennsylvania record this grant? Well, there are two situations. The state of Pennsylvania may not have any administrative involvement. What does that mean? So it means if the intermediary government, the state of Pennsylvania, PA, acts solely as a cash conduit. Cash conduit means they don't do anything. All what they do is they take the money and they distribute the money. They have no oversight power, they have no eligibility determination, they have no monitoring power. All what they're doing is the federal government transfer the money to them, they transfer the money to the various supermarkets or various merchants based on the purchases of the citizen. That's it. They have nothing. If that's the case, this will be recorded in an agency fund. It's basically the state of Pennsylvania as an agent. What's an agency fund? An agency fund, basically what you do when you receive the money, you debit the cash and you credit some sort of a liability. Then once the cash is distributed, you debit the liability and you credit the cash. So simply put, the cash is gone, the liability is gone, nothing happened, you don't recognize any revenue, you don't record any expenditure. All what you are in this situation, intermediary, cash conduit, you record this in an agency fund. If, on the other hand, we assume the agreement is for the state of Pennsylvania to have administrative involvement, here the federal government told the state, set up the broad guidelines, what you're doing, the state more than anyone else, such as eligibility screening, who's eligible, compliance monitoring or auditing, Well, and under those circumstances, this becomes basically a part of the state of Pennsylvania's operation. The transaction will be recorded in the governmental fund rather than the agency fund. So what journal entry would the state of Pennsylvania record under those circumstances? Well, what should you do now? You want to go to Farhat Lectures, look at additional resources, whether you are a student, CPA candidate, invest in yourself, work multiple choice, look at additional resources that will help you. Good luck and stay safe.